In a quiet corner of Seattle, inside a small, ordinary street, a simple coffee shop opened its doors in 1971. At that time, it was just another local store. No one stopped to think about it. No one saw anything special in it, and no one imagined what it would become. People walked past it every day, without realizing that history was quietly being written inside. Because hidden inside that small coffee shop was not just a business idea. It was a vision that would slowly grow over time and eventually reshape the entire global coffee culture. From a tiny local shop in Seattle to a global empire spread across more than 80 countries. This is not just the story of coffee. This is the story of how a small idea became one of the most powerful lifestyle brands in the world. The journey begins in 1971 in Seattle, United States. Three friends came together with a simple goal: Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Bowker. They were not billionaires. They were not business giants. They were ordinary people with a shared passion. And they opened a small store called Starbucks. But Starbucks at that time was nothing like what we know today. There were no fancy drinks, no branded cups, no global identity. They did not even sell brewed coffee. Instead, they sold one simple thing: high-quality roasted coffee beans. Their mission was very clear: to provide better coffee beans to people who actually understood and appreciated coffee. They believed that quality mattered more than quantity. There was no aggressive marketing strategy, no global expansion plan, no big ambitions written on paper. Just a small shop with a deep respect for coffee. And at that moment, Starbucks was just another local business in Seattle. No one expected anything extraordinary from it. But sometimes, the smallest beginnings hide the biggest futures. In the early 1980s, a new character entered the story. A man named Howard Schultz. He was working in sales when he first came across Starbucks coffee. And something about it caught his attention. It wasn't just the product. It was the feeling behind it. He noticed something unusual. This coffee had depth, it had character, it had identity. That curiosity pushed him to explore more. And then came a life-changing moment. He traveled to Italy. In Italy, coffee culture was completely different from America. Coffee was not rushed, it was not consumed quickly, it was experienced. People gathered in small cafes, they talked, they laughed, they spent time together. Coffee was not just a drink there, it was a social ritual, and that experience completely changed Schultz's thinking. He realized something powerful. Coffee is not just about taste, it is about connection. When he returned to America, he had a bold vision. Starbucks should not remain just a store selling beans. It should become a place where people gather, interact, and experience life. A place that goes beyond coffee. But when he shared this idea, the founders disagreed. They believed Starbucks should stay focused on selling coffee beans. They did not see the future Schultz saw, so eventually, Schultz made a difficult decision. He left Starbucks and started his own coffee venture. But life has a strange way of bringing people back to their destiny. After years of building his own experience in coffee business, Schultz returned to Starbucks. And this time, everything changed. He eventually acquired the company, and what followed was not just growth. It was a complete transformation. Schultz introduced a new idea. He called it the third place, a concept that was simple but powerful. First place, home. Second place, work. Third place, Starbucks. It was designed to be a space between home and work, a place where people could relax, think, meet, and connect. This was not just about selling coffee anymore. It was about creating an experience. Everything inside Starbucks changed. The lighting became warmer. The seating became more comfortable. The atmosphere became more welcoming. The music became calming and emotional. Even the smallest details mattered. Writing customer names on cups became a personal touch, and slowly, something interesting happened. People stopped saying, "I bought coffee." They started saying, "I went to Starbucks." That shift was not just language, it was emotion, and emotion is what builds brands. In the 1990s, Starbucks began expanding beyond expectations, first across the United States, then into Canada, then into Europe, and later across Asia and the Middle East. Every new store followed the same design philosophy. Same smell, same environment, same emotional experience. No matter where you entered Starbucks in the world, it felt familiar. This consistency became its strongest weapon, because people love familiarity. And Starbucks delivered that globally. Soon, it was no longer just a coffee shop. It became a global lifestyle brand. Today, Starbucks operates in more than 80 countries, with thousands of stores and millions of customers every single day. But what makes it truly powerful is not the numbers. It is the emotional connection. Starbucks became part of people's daily lives, a morning ritual, a meeting place, a comfort zone, not just coffee, a habit. Behind Starbucks' success lies a carefully built system. First is premium branding. Starbucks positioned itself as a high-quality experience, not a cheap coffee option. Second is customer experience. Every detail is designed intentionally, from lighting to furniture to service behavior. Third is personalization. Customers can customize drinks in endless ways, making each order personal. Fourth is digital transformation. Mobile ordering, loyalty programs, cashless payments. Starbucks adapted early to technology, but the real secret is simple. Starbucks never sold just coffee. It sold experience, and experience creates loyalty. But no global success comes without challenges. Starbucks faced criticism over time. Some argued prices were too high. Others believed it was harming local coffee businesses. Cultural resistance appeared in different countries, but Starbucks did not stop. Instead, it adapted. It learned from criticism. It adjusted strategies. It improved customer experience. Because strong companies do not avoid pressure. They evolve through it. So what can we truly learn from Starbucks? The answer is not just business strategy. It is mindset. Starbucks proves one powerful truth. People don't just buy products. They buy experiences. They don't remember coffee. They remember how it made them feel. A small coffee shop in Seattle became a global empire because it understood something deeper. It understood emotion. It understood connection, and it understood consistency. Starbucks did not just build stores. It built a feeling of belonging. Today, Starbucks stands as more than a company. It stands as a global culture, a symbol of modern lifestyle, and it all started with a small shop in Seattle. A simple idea, a powerful vision, and a belief that coffee could become something more. 'Cause in the end, Starbucks did not just change coffee, it changed how the world experiences it. Share your thoughts on Starbucks in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.